Today we're going to talk about the change. No, not that change. The other change. That change may come on slowly and suddenly, but 1 year, your eye doctor will say the dreaded C word. Mrs. Shirk, you have a cataract growing in your right eye. Growing? Like a watermelon? But it's fine now. We're going to watch it every year, and when it's ripe. Ripe? How do you know it's ripe? Thump it? When it's ripe, we'll remove it. Okay, well, I just kind of put that aside, as anyone would, because the real important thing when you're at the eye doctor's is finding those really great frames that get compliments from strangers and friends envy you, right? That's the important one. But time goes on. And eventually those wonderful frames aren't doing their job, nor the lenses contained therein. You notice that you can't notice things. You're not seeing properly. And year by year, you're told, well, it's growing, not quite ready yet. Meanwhile, is there another one growing in the other eye as well? Finally, you can't help but notice. You might be on your way to book club on a rainy night. You have to roll the window down or press the button so the window goes down, and you're shining the flashlight on your phone up to the street sign in the hopes of discerning, is that Encino or enchilada? Okay. Well, I had worn glasses since I was 13 years old. I hated it then. That's when the cat eye glasses were really hot. No matter what you heard, no one looked good in cat eye glasses. So I was used to wearing glasses. I just wasn't used to not being able to see better out of them. There were also those unlovely people back then who said, oh, you'd be so pretty if you didn't wear glasses. I spent 4 years walking the hallways in high school, smiling but not really recognizing my own friends. I wouldn't put my glasses on till I got in the room and the blackboard was there, and I'd sneak them out of my purse. It wasn't until years later at a high school reunion where I learned that all my friends thought I was really stuck up. No, I just couldn't tell it was you, sorry. So, eventually, I heard the words, that cataract's ready to come out. And anybody would be fearful facing eye surgery. I mean, that's like a tender place on your body. Not the only one, but certainly important and kind of visible to everybody. I had more fear than most might because when I was 15 years old in Houston, Texas, my daddy had cataract surgery. This was in the 60s, way back. And they offered him, after his surgery, he could either have those really thick Coke bottle glasses, or the new thing then was hard contacts with regular glasses over them. And that's what he chose. What happened, though, he would often lose his contact in his own eye. And because he couldn't see without them, he couldn't see even in a mirror to find them. I got the job of finding the contact in my daddy's eye. I loved my daddy, and I hated poking my fingers in his eyeball. He just had surgery, for gosh sakes, and I didn't want to hurt him more. He'd moan, try not to make me feel bad. And Mama would holler, scream, and carry on because I couldn't do it very fast, and she didn't want to do it. So it was a larger than life negative experience. So I was kind of afraid of cataract surgery. But finally, I said, okay, go ahead. And yes, the other one was ready at the same time. So they don't do them on the same day, no matter what you want. You know, they'll do one. And sometimes a few days later, for me a month later, they did the other one. And now I can drive without glasses. Amazing. I wear, because these have the little cheaters at the bottom so that I don't have to keep taking them on and off. That's not fun at the grocery store or reading a menu. However, I just have one word for those unlovely people who spoke so unkindly to me when I was 13 about how I'd be pretty if I just didn't wear glasses. I was always pretty. Yes.